Paul Graham from OptimalBody.ca. Today I'll be answering the question, how much water weight can you gain in a day? I've seen research that shows a person's body weight in general can fluctuate typically 5 to 6 pounds in a day. So there can be really large fluctuations. A lot of this can have to do with water weight. I have seen people who gain close to this much weight in one day just probably from water retention. The main reasons that your body's going to retain more water oftentimes has to do with increased salt consumption, which is frequent with processed foods or also eating out at restaurants, from increased consumption of alcohol, which can also make you retain more water, increased consumption of carbohydrates. A lot of people don't realize it takes 3 to 4 grams of water to store 1 gram of carbohydrate in your body. This is especially true when people are dieting. A lot of the times they've been restricting how much food they're eating. Then when they have a cheat meal or if they get off track or things like this, they're indulging, they will consume more carbohydrates. So then water weight will skip up quite high. This is oftentimes made worse by sugary drinks because, of course, those have a lot of carbohydrates in them. You can also see your water weight increase, especially over the course of a day, due to stress hormones. So your stress hormones can cause you to retain more water. So if you are finding yourself in a higher stress level, this is a strong possibility. And finally, the last big factor is inflammation. So if you have anything that's causing inflammation, this can also cause you to retain more water. So how much water weight can you gain in a day? Probably up to about 5 to 6 pounds is possible to gain within a day. It's really going to depend upon a lot of factors.